everybody, Birfday Suit here with a slightly different Valentine's Day look. This is not your typical pinks and purples and sweet colors. This is inspired by candy hearts, and that's why I used a bunch of really bright, colorful mattes. These were all done, or this entire look was done using Mad Style's matte colors. I have them all here in front of me. If I can pick them all up at once, we'll see what happens. So yeah, you can't really see them so well. But the reason why this tutorial is in existence today is because fellow Mad model Anna is having a contest, and I cannot remember her YouTube, I said YouTube, nice. Her YouTube name off the top of my head, but it's some letters and numbers, and I can never remember what they are, but her contest, I'll be posting this as a video response to that, so it'll definitely be below, and then I will also link out to it in the down bar below, and if I remember, if you click on this box anywhere right now, it will take you to her giveaway video, or contest video. There's a huge difference between giveaway and contest. So, but yeah, I absolutely adore Anna. I think she's just the biggest sweetheart ever. She does some of the most beautiful looks. If you guys aren't subscribed to her, you're truly missing out, especially if you own Mad Styles and you could use more ideas on how to use them. She does a new video every Monday called Mad Mondays. Usually every Monday, you know, we all have life, just like I'm supposed to do No Meat Monday every Monday. But yeah, she's just absolutely wonderful, and I just wanted to throw some love out there for her. Don't worry if you're looking at this and going like, I can't come up with anything that colorful. I'm not actually entering the contest. I just wanted to post this video in support of her because, like I said, I love Anna, and I wanted to tell you guys about the contest, and what more fun way to do it than to actually do a look. So, alright, I think you guys should all go and check out that video, contest video. It's in the down bar. Go click on it, and then let's just get started with this tutorial. Okay, so you're going to hear John and a whole lot of expletives in the background this entire tutorial, so just a heads up on that from the get-go. On my face right now, I have on the NARS Sheer Matte Foundation with the MAC. Obviously, this is the same day as my other tutorial, but I'm experimenting with different ways to use the foundation. So this time I topped it with my Studio Fix powder. I have on my Studio Finish concealer, and then as far as contouring and highlighting, I didn't do any highlighting. I used Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and this says Original Chocolate on it. I don't know if that means they're launching more or what, but original chocolate, should it become an issue to know in the future. And then this time I'm wearing the Jordana blush in Coral Sandy Beach, number 38. It's similar to Menage a Trois. Actually very similar to Menage a Trois. I don't know how well you can see Menage in there. There's Menage, and there is Coral Sandy Beach. So they're similar. I'll try to do some swatches actually, because if that's a dupe, that'd be awesome for those of you who do not use NYX products. Anyways, onto the eye portion. I am going to prep my eyes with Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and then I'm going to put on a very, very good layer of Pop N Lock. Because I'm going to be using matte colors, I don't want to use any type of foiling medium or anything like that to really make the colors pop, so I need a very good layer of base. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and come back because that's going to take a second. Okay, I also went ahead and drew on eyebrows because I feel like that makes things easier for you guys if I already have my eyebrows on, because obviously you all already have your eyebrows on. So we are just going to start this off by grabbing, I'm going to go with the brightest color, Pop Tarte. And I am going to put Pop Tarte on the inner corner of my eye. Now, preferably I would be using brushes that don't have any shimmer in them at all and are completely clean, but it is incredibly hard for me to come by brushes in my collection that do not have glitter in them, because it's me and I wear a lot of glitter. So, hopefully this will get a minimal amount of glitter on my eye. So we're just going to put Pop N Lock, not Pop N Lock, Pop Tarte. I didn't get enough out. Hold on. We're going to take Pop Tarte and put it on the inner half of the eyelid. I have done looks with Pop Tarte in the past. I did one with Pop Tarte and Glitter and Doom. I cannot remember what it's called, but I love Pop Tarte. It's super duper bright. So, entire inner half of the lid. and then slightly overlapping. It's not very dense out here, but it does overlap outwards in the middle because I'm going to be blending another color into it over there. But we're just going to repeat that process on the other eye. Also note, I did not go below the eye. Like it drags down just a little and like meets there, but do not go below your eye with it. Okay, so we are done with Pop Tarte. As you can see, it is insanely bright, and I love it. Oh, so very much. The next color we're going to go to, just wipe off your brush. The next color we're going to go to is going to be the color Gossip. We're going to be using two purples in this look because I do not have a matte pink. I don't know if Matte Styles makes a matte pink. They probably do. I just don't have it. So I'm going to use Gossip and Secondary Purple. And we're going to pretend like that works as a pink. It doesn't. Not at all. And we are keeping the purple colors on the lid because purple colors below your eyes will make you look tired. So, start patting that and bringing it over the yellow right there in the middle. And you can start to bring this up to the crease because you're going to have secondary purple in the crease. So you are welcome to bring this in the inner corner here and use this as your inner crease color. There's a very good chance that when we put on our secondary purple, which is the name of the color, secondary, it's from the matte stack, it is going to overpower it in the outer lid. So this way you still make sure you're getting a little bit of Gossip in there. We'll probably blend out our secondary purple into the brow highlight as well with Gossip, but I will wait and see when we get there. Okay, go ahead and repeat that on your other eye. So as of right now, this would actually double as a really nice Easter look, but we're going to keep adding to it. So it's not going to work so well as an Easter look here in a second. So you're going to want to go ahead and clean off your brush a little, and we're actually going to grab a slightly larger brush for this one. And I'm going to use an e.l.f. contour brush, which is essentially a slightly fluffier crease brush. Just looks like that, for those of you who don't have it. And we're just going to grab secondary purple. And then you're just going to put some on your brush. This does look like it's going to be a pretty dark color, so let's move forward with caution. I haven't used this one yet. Okay, it's not too crazy. Okay, so we're just going to repeat that on the other eye. Because again, I don't really want this color to be very dark. Or this look, rather. It's supposed to be bright and colorful. So the next color we're going to take is going to be the color Secondary Orange. So the darker purple, this orange color, and the last color we're going to use called Secondary Green are all from the Secondary Matte stack. So for those of you who... This one has a bit of a mess. For those of you who are looking to get those, or I know someone was requesting a tutorial using them, I can't remember who it was. Hopefully this helps a little because this is using at least one of them. And so now we're going to take the purple color, what is this? Orange. We're going to take the orange color and starting in the outer corner, meeting up to the purple, this is going to go below the eye. We're going to go a little bit bigger on this than normal. This isn't a totally tame look, which we are using quite a bit of color, so what do you expect? So don't take it down as far as John does, but take it down a little bit further than you normally would. And this is just going on the outer half of the eye. So now we have something like that. We're going to repeat that on the other eye. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned off my brush because we're just going to keep using the same brush, and we are going to use the secondary green color, and I almost just spilled it everywhere. That would have been awful. And this is going to go on the inner corner of the eye, connecting the yellow and the orange together. This is like the perfect color for candy hearts. Not because it's actually the right color green, but because the texture of it is absolutely perfect. Like even the texture when it's applied looks like a candy heart texture. If you wanted to brighten it up just a little to make it match the candy heart color a little better, you could easily mix it with just like a little bit of Pop Tarte and make it slightly brighter. Or I thought about using the color Kryptonite, but I decided against it because I feel like this one is going to look better texture-wise. So this is a slightly darker Candy Hearts tutorial. It's not quite as bright as it should be, but I like it that way. Of course I do. It's me. This would be amazing for, you know, you makeup artists out there, people who like to do extreme stuff. Mix this color with a little bit of like white foundation or some I just made that way too big. Oh well. Or now I look like I have black eyes. Awesome. Or with some just regular moisturizer, and it would make really sweet like zombie or Frankenstein like a face base. So we are now done with that color. And I look like a dead girl. And I got pigment in my eyeballs. So that's not good. So we are going to take the Sephora Waterproof Kohl in Keep Black as soon as I find it. There it is. And this is going to go on the lower waterline. If you have candy hearts are written on with a bright pink color. Well, it's kind of a Pepto-Bismol-y bright pink color though, but if you have a bright pink eyeliner, go ahead and use that. Or if you have a matte pink, put white eyeliner on your waterline and then put that on there, but then you're going to look like evil and sick, but I'm okay with that, again. So, we're just going to put this on the lower waterline. And also on the upper waterline. And then we're also going to take it and just put in a super thin line on the top lid. While it's still a little spongeable, we're just going to take an angled eyeliner brush. This is, again, from the Patera trio. And we're going to just run it along the line. And we're going to take the waterproof Kohl again. Just a little bit outside of the edge of the line, or the eye. No harsh lines. Nice and soft and rounded, because candy hearts are not harsh lines ever. So, yeah. And then I'm going to slightly adjust this for my hooded lids, but just do a small little wing shape like that. I'm going to adjust mine real quick, and I'm going to come back with both sides done. Okay, so now I have my wing liner done on both sides. As you can see, it's the little wing. This side is where I have my scar, as you can see there, so it kind of changes the shape of my lid. So again, just make your liner match. Then we are just going to curl the lashes, and I'm going to apply the Sephora Lash Plumper Mascara. And that is essentially our finished look. As for my lips for this, again, it would be super helpful to have that pink, but since I don't have a matte pink that would go with this, the lips are where we're going to have some fun. So I am going to grab a matte pink lipstick. Okay, so I accidentally put on way too much moisturizer, so I took a bunch off, and now I'm going to put on the color Giddy. My lipsticks are a little gnarled up looking because I took a bunch of them and smashed them into palettes for my kit, because I don't like to carry a bunch of tubes around with me. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about when I say that, here is a kit with like pinks and berries. Or a palette, rather, and then I can just throw this in my kit. So, and then since you're supposed to be scooping off of lipsticks anyways, or using a brush or whatever, this is super easy. You don't have to worry about making your lips look, or your lipsticks look ugly or anything like that, and then I just use this at home so I don't have to sanitize it all the time. So yeah, that's what that is. So I'm just going to put this on my lips. And this isn't quite a matte finish, this is a satin finish. I did have a pink lipstick from Wet n Wild called Think Pink. But I don't see it in here, so there's a very good chance that I have put it in a wrong drawer or something. I'm really good at doing that, and then I'll find it in like a week and be mad that I couldn't find it for this tutorial. But yeah, it's a really pretty color called Think Pink. I don't know where it is right now, though, so we're just going to use this one. I like Giddy a lot, too. Giddy actually looks like the Viva Glam Gaga one. So, yep. So I'm going to call that our finished look. I might add on a little more blush, but it's also really washed out just because I'm on camera. But I might add some before I take pictures. Oh, I am not done. You know what I forgot, you guys? My most coveted, beloved color of all time. Birthday Suit. So we're going to take a little bit of Birthday Suit. Pop that in the brow highlight. And I think I am going to use Gossip to blend up the secondary purple color. So let's go ahead and grab that brush that we've been using again and grab Gossip. And then put that where the secondary purple meets up with the Birthday Suit, and then just blend it down. There you go. That's your finished look. It's that easy. I kind of want to put Gossip on the lips too, but I don't. We'll see how it looks. So to try this out, I'm just grabbing a lip gloss wand, and I'm just going to pack it as full as I possibly can with the color Gossip. And then I'm going to use my hand as a kind of catch-all. It's actually a really pretty color. It's like a lavendery, I don't even know, because it's over the pink lipstick. So, I don't even know how to describe the color that is, but I like it. So, that's our finished look. I think it is very girly and feminine and very Valentine's Day-y. So, I definitely recommend this one. And I recommend you all go and enter Anna's contest. And if you don't, I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know. You should. You should enter her contest. I'm going to have one coming up too, so make sure you think of 2 ideas. 2. Alright, I'll talk to you guys soon.